So, Italian street photo hating, take one.
Let the games begin.
Hi everyone, Sammy here. Welcome back to another video. And today I have a guest with me, and we have a special little critique show planned. Hating session, maybe. We will see. No, I have my friend Tim Huynh here from Hawaii. You're still in Honolulu, or where are you?
I am still in Honolulu, and it is 9:54 p.m., which is
Sorry for that.
almost close to my bedtime. But you know what? I'm energized right now because we're about to maybe hate a little bit, but maybe share some positivity towards these images. I don't know.
So Tim and I, we know each other from back in 2019 or 20 when you were releasing your film, Fill the Frame, the street photography documentary. I had you on my channel for a little interview. I think you were still crowdfunding your film. So that's when we first met each other.
So I just took a look at that thumbnail from that video, and man, we look like kids. Like we just came out of the womb. Like we were just born.
You still had
Fast
hair,
forward 4 years
you know?
later. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Just COVID, stress, and everything. Like I'm so different, but you still look good.
I guess it's the hair. No, I don't know. Yeah, and then so since then, Tim started his own little YouTube channel. It's called Word on the Street. Recently, you uploaded your entire film. The whole documentary is on YouTube
Right.
for free. It was on video on demand before, but now you made it free. Any thoughts on that? But thanks, by the way. But what are your thoughts behind it?
Just you try to help. Just try to be an influence in the street photography community. I think it was the right time. It's been 4 years or so. So, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you can check it out on his channel. And also, he is doing, or at least did, some very funny, in my opinion, fun and entertaining street photo festival critiques. And that's how this whole thing started, because I was watching him ripping apart some submissions from other festivals, and I thought, this is actually, I agree. Sometimes there are photos in these contests that make you question, why is this? Yeah, I think you commented on one photo that had a cucumber, and you were like, what is this?
Yeah, the pickle. That one,
The
pickle from Lens Culture 2022. That one still haunts me till this day. Like, it almost made me quit street photography. Like, maybe I should start doing landscape or portrait or do fashion photography. I mean, that one still burns deep into my brain.
So before we dive into the finalist selection from the Italian Street Photo Festival, let's talk a little bit about street photography festivals in general. I think both of us, Tim, you and I, we participated in the festivals before. I don't know how frequent you still submit. I myself, I decided to not really take part in contests anymore. Not because I don't win these things.
No, just tell the truth. Tell the truth. I used to take part in it before COVID a lot, and I got into a couple, and then like 2020 to 2022, I didn't participate. Then I jumped back into it, and haven't gotten in since. But I just try to be positive, and if I don't get in, my money is supporting the festival. Like, I don't get too hard on myself. I mean, I do get depressed for like a few days, but then I get over it after.
Yeah, I think it's still a good test to see where you're at on your level. If you want to test yourself, hey, is this actually good enough? Is this good work? It's not easy these days to get good feedback or have your photos seen by people who know what they're doing. I personally don't think that they do much to you. It's mostly more like for validation. If you eventually want to do workshops yourself, give workshops, it always looks good if you have won a few competitions.
Yeah, I think you gotta win or place in the top 3 in multiple festivals for you to really build on it. If you be a finalist, it's not gonna really move the needle much for you. If you're placing the top 3 for just one festival, I still feel like, you probably grow like 10 more followers on Instagram, but you're gonna need like 3 festivals. And I've seen it, I don't know the name off the top of my head, but I've seen a few people where they've placed in the same year, like the top 3, and they're just making money after that. I don't know.
Anyhow, Italian Street Photo Festival. Let's have a quick look at the judges. We are only going to look at the single image finalists. And this year we have 4 finalist selection judges. Not going to read out all the names. I will show them here. I think we know a few of them. Shout out to Lorenzo, friend of mine. I'm sure he did a great job selecting the finalists.
First round judges usually are like modern contemporary street photographers, and then the final boss is usually like a magnum photographer, somebody seasoned or a veteran in the game. The selections from the first round is going to be so much different than when it gets to the final boss, if that makes sense.
And the final boss at the Italian festival was Martin Parr. Let's go and start by looking at the finalists. I think we have around 60. That's of course too much, and we are not going to look at all of them, but we will skip through them and share our comments. All right, Tim, let's go and let's do this.
Okay. I want to like it, but I don't know what to like. I'm not a big fan of like cropped body parts. Just that dead space on the bottom left. I think if there's somebody sitting there or a cat or just something to fill that space, fill the frame, I think that would kind of help elevate this for me. There's no play with the background, with the foreground. There's nothing that kind of brings it together for me.
My issue with these kind of images, and I'm sure there will more images like this coming up, and this is something that I observed, which is kind of a trend these days. We used to have photographs that have a clear subject or clear message, and you immediately get it. I don't know, maybe you agree or not, but I think the more modern our cameras got or technology, and the more images we also have seen, the more we try to impress other photographers, right? Which, if I see an image like this, which is all about composition, and it looks complex and it looks kind of interesting visually. You have red, you have this golden figure on the wall, and then you have these hands and legs. It is visually attractive, but I'm always questioning when I see this, if I would show this to my wife or someone else who's not really a street photographer, would they even care about this photo?
For me too, like when I look at the picture, I'm trying to envision myself as the photographer. Okay, they walk. Was it during a parade or something low hanging fruit, or they just walking by and they seen these people stretching? It goes back to like, I think we're gonna see a lot of photos and just judge it off of like the decisive moment. Was it good timing, good framing, good lighting, all those categories? And for me, it just doesn't do anything when I look at it. It doesn't make me feel sad, mad, happy. It doesn't move me in any way.
Only sad and happy. I think we can move on, but it is visually, it is executed well, I would say. But if it doesn't do anything for the viewer, it's yeah. Okay, let's move on. Alessandro De Luigi. So a lot of Italian photographers in this list, by the way. I think that's what we noticed by seeing the names.
That's a little fishy, don't you think? No.
Yeah, who knows? So we have an iconic landmark here in the frame. I don't know how it's called in English. The Crooked Tower?
I honestly am
Tower
so
of
bad
Pisa.
at geography, but I do know this is in Italy.
Yeah, and
right?
Martin Parr, of course, has a iconic photo of this landmark. And to be honest, my first impression is, oh, great. So, at least a new perspective on this landmark. Because we are used to seeing it in the background, and then we have some people in the foreground doing silly things to take a photo of themselves. Or we have photos of silhouettes with this landmark. But I've never seen a reflection of this Pisa Tower. So at least for that, I want to give some props. I like the clouds and how the clouds are very dramatic in the middle, and on the right side they look more friendly, even though it's probably the same sky.
It just has a nice layer, and then the way it's divided, like the right side looks, because it's in the normal shade, I guess.
Yeah.
It looks like it's someplace you want to be, and then the left side looks like a terror tower or castle or something. It kind of looks eerie with the clouds and then the shade. I think it's worthy of being placed in the finalists. Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Yeah. This looks strange. This looks like Lumina sky replacement going on. I don't know. It does feel a little artificial, don't you think? I don't know. Maybe it's the light.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of like when there's a lot of dead space in the water. Like I wish there was like a duck or something, or or I just don't. I just want it a little bit filled.
Yeah.
Because after I look at the boy jumping and the kid looks like he just got out of the water on the left. I see the big ship, but then the emptiness just makes me feel lonely. I don't know.
Yeah, it feels a little. I don't know. It feels off. I don't know. I mean, if I would have taken this photo, I would totally include it in somewhere or post it even. Maybe it's not a bad photo. It has a decisive moment. It's dynamic, but it's a little bit confusing, to be honest. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to look at. I also, this cruise ship is so dominant in the upper frame. I want to look at it, and I don't know.
I guess there's a good contrast with the ship with the kids. The kids are they're probably there for free with no money, right? And they're just enjoying the water, whereas people on the ship, the cruise, they've paid thousands of dollars to be on this cruise, and this is like a nice, safe environment. But
yeah, but it's not so clear,
I guess. But yeah, but I'm just trying to salvage this photo for the photographer.
Okay. So this is another pretty overdone cliche shot, right? Come on, give me a little bit of heat from your side.
I don't know why this. I don't know how this got picked. Because I know what the photographer is trying to do, but I think if the geometry with the hat and the lines on the road matched up, like we've seen photos like that.
Yeah. If someone with a hat like this walks around, I think the first thought that pops up in our head is like, oh, where can I use this?
The problem too is when you see something similar to this image, or any image, and there's been much better ones that you've seen, you're gonna compare, right? And then it's just like if you can't do it the same or better, I'm not gonna post that photo or submit it,
Okay, next one.
Oh, okay. This is in Hanoi, Vietnam.
Yeah, looks like
I think, just looking in the background. They're on the cruise ship.
I would say this is a solid image. I would have chosen this one. It's pretty colors, straight to the point, middle framing. We look at this girl on that's lying down, and the rest is just decoration around it, right?
I like how everybody's spaced out too. Like not one is overlapping, so you can see each person has a different emotion. Like the two guys tired in the back right, and then the lady, she has like a concern, kind of like a concerned look, and then the other one's tired on the ground, and the one on the left is relaxed. So everybody's they have a different action.
Yeah,
and they're probably on a cruise, but if you didn't know this location, you probably think like, oh, where are they going? Where are these mountains? Like you can create your own story. So I like, and then the colors, the red and green. I don't know, red and green, yellow. When you see that in street photography, it just adds extra points to it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think
it's a good image.
Yeah, I think what's also interesting is these people should enjoy the view and look outside, right? But everyone is waiting for something. maybe this cruise ship got stuck and the ship is broken. They're trying to fix it and they have been waiting for hours because it feels like it. Should we move on? It's good. Next.
Oh, wow.
It is a scene that everyone would take a photo of, I'm sure, and I probably would have done the same composition. A guy jumping backwards into a lake or river is an interesting action, and I think I would want to include the environment.
And it makes you look like your eyes goes towards the guy jumping, but I actually, after I'm over that, I look around like, is it, because at first I thought it was like at a gas station or something. It kind of looks like a gas station, but it's obviously at the docks. But he's the only one doing it, so it's almost like, is this a rare occurrence or normal activity? Like, is he just early to the party? Like, is this normal occurrence at that location, or was he just like he just needed to jump in the water? It was just so hot or something. I don't know, but I think it's a nice composition. I think it's festival worthy. And then we just saw a few photos prior, like a kid jumping into the water.
Yeah.
That's gonna be common theme when you're near water, like people jumping in. But I think this one's interesting enough to be accepted.
Right.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
So they're a flash photographer. They love trio, because I've noticed actually when you have 3 in an image or odd number, 3 or 5, it looks nice. Like if you have 2, it doesn't look balanced for some reason. Yeah, 3. So they have an eye for like composition and obviously something catches their eye for them to take the photograph.
Yeah, it's good.
I don't know. I mean, this is a nice image, but I wouldn't have expected it to be a finalist in a street competition.
Maybe the critique I would give is that it feels a little bit too pretty. Like too
perfect.
Too designed.
Like it's too perfect.
Too perfect.
Yeah. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate in the comment section. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. And this is a nice image. It is a nice image.
Don't worry.
It's just,
we both will suffer that. Okay, let's move on.
I can tell that the person just read the book Street Photography now and then wanted to do the exact image. Probably. I can 100% guarantee that.
My biggest problem is that the juxtaposition of these two elements is not clear enough. I would either separate the elements, shoot from a higher angle so that the pigeons are on the bottom of the frame. You can still go close, of course, but the fact that I don't really see what's going on with what the skateboarder is doing, makes me feel like this is not the right shot.
Oh, watch Tony Hawk buy a big print of this, and then this blows up.
Yeah. This is exactly what I said in the beginning, you know. When you make a scene look complex and frame it in a way that makes... This is a photograph that you show to your other photographer buddies, and they say, you know, good job, this is great. I don't know what I should say next. If I would take this, I would feel so proud and accomplished, but we have seen this type of image so many times, and I draw a comparison to Alex Webb. Why compete with Alex Webb? Oh, again, I think of Alex Webb here.
Yeah, but I do actually like this one just because like the statue is looking at the girl walking by.
Yeah.
And then the shape, like she's so defined, her shape and the dress, and it looks like she's looking after her daughter or something, that statue.
Yeah, I also like it. And but I encourage everyone to go to Stephen Leslie's YouTube channel. He made a video about the curse of Alex Webb, which is a great watch for this topic. I can understand why this was chosen. Although this is a strong composition, I don't care for it. Because let me hate on this photo. Yeah, sorry for everyone watching, and sorry for Gavin. It is a strong visually it's a strong image. You know, lots of faces and that. But again, it's this, you know, look how well I composed this photo. Like, look how clever I was, and exotic places. That's what makes it generic to me.
When I look at this photo, I feel like I can't breathe. Like it's so claustrophobic.
Yeah.
It's just everybody's so tight. I mean, we see the faces, so no one's really overlapping each other.
I personally, my taste is just, I don't like these kind of photos. For me, they don't give me anything. Okay, next one. This looks like, could be Niagara Falls maybe, because I've been to a boat like this near a waterfall.
Oh, this is cool.
Yeah. I also like this one. It's simple.
I wish I took this photo. This is a nice one. I think this is probably my favorite photo so far that I've seen. So, yeah, this is really good.
It's straight to the point. It is clean.
It has humor.
It has humor. It is not perfectly composed, which makes it feel more real and in the moment.
Yeah, this one's really good. I like this one. My favorite photo so far.
Yeah, maybe mine as well. I don't know. Okay, let's move on.
This is cool. I mean, man, you gotta be really fast and be aware of your space to see a moment like this.
Yeah.
So props to the photographer. I think it's a good shot.
Yeah, I think it would be even better if you could closer even and get rid of the person in the corner, which distracts a little bit from the scene. The scene itself is interesting enough. But yeah, otherwise, great catch.
What? This got in? Why?
I'm tired of this. I've seen this so many times. You gotta know what has been done in the past to not repeat it, because unless you
do it better,
then I wouldn't really bother. And then also, if you can make it better, then make it personal. And this doesn't feel very personal. Let's move on. I will have to say the colors. The color palette is nice, but it's a cheap trick. The lamp replacing the head ruins this photo for me. Why not leave the face in the frame? So let me at least explain how I would make this better if I could. Let's say there's a guy sitting by himself, eating lunch by himself, and then there's another family in front of him or next to him with kids that are super loud and annoying, and then he would sit there quietly, and then you block his face so that he is like shielded from the loud environment. Then you have a story, but here it's just photographer trying to be clever. It could have been a good photograph that tells a story about the environment, the location, but by doing this trick, it ruins it for me, unfortunately. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I kind of find this interesting because it's like,
where is he jumping?
Is this person jumping? Yeah, is he jumping on concrete or what? Like, what is this person doing?
We probably don't see the water because
right.
Yeah, it doesn't do much to me. What is this?
I'm pretty. I don't know, man. This photo's probably the worst one.
Yeah, let's move on. Oh, I like this one. It looks almost fake. It looks almost staged. If this is a real candid moment, then good job. I like this.
Yeah, this is the light. This is Hollywood Boulevard. So the lighting at like 6 o'clock. It's really good on Hollywood Boulevard.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like a studio shot almost.
And I like how he has, look at the cash he has in his hand. Damn, he's balling. Look at that.
Yeah.
He's probably going to buy a Leica after this. He's going to go to the Leica LA, the Leica in Beverly Hills. He's going to buy a Leica Q3 probably.
Okay, let's go to the next one. This one is one of the better chaotic layered photos, I would say, because it's very organized. It's clean. It is a good photo. It is a good photo.
It looks like the dad or something has to push the Ferris wheel to go around and circle, like it's a mechanical thing. But I think it's a nice moment. Yeah, I mean, of all the layered attempts, this is probably one of the better ones.
Another dynamic layered shot. It has a good moment. It has different age groups in one photo. This is something I also really like, when you can see different unrelated people in one frame, because when you're out on the street has many different people inhabiting the street, so if you can get it all in one photo, that's always good. This would not be a winning shot, but it is a good good street scene, I guess.
I like it.
Okay.
I like it because everybody's doing something different, and the ball's in the air. Good lighting, good framing, good content.
Okay, now it's time to look at the 3 final images. I've only seen the first place. Very excited to see what Martin Parr picked. Let's open third place. Christine Kemp. Oh, how do I know this name? I don't know. Okay, USA.
Oh, wow, this is nice. This is really good. You know, talk about decisive moment.
Yeah.
And it just has that mystery component. It's just seeing one leg, one ligament, and then the shadow of the person. Yeah, I like it. I think this is good.
It looks like this person is disappearing in the fog, right? If you jump in and you go to a different dimension, maybe, or who knows. I like it for that. It's mysterious.
I'm fine with it being third place.
Yeah. Okay, second place. Alvaro Vegaso from Spain.
Second place, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I would say no.
I don't feel this. Yeah, not for second place.
I can see why this is a strong photo, but the guy on the left with the blue suit doesn't do anything for me. I would probably, if we would cut him out completely, I think the frame itself would become more interesting. Because then you have this arch. You go from the tattoo and then you go down. Okay. Another drum roll for the first place photo. Martin Parr selected these ones. So hate on us because we are not Martin Parr. Ta-da! First place winner, Eduardo Genova from Belgium. And I have strong opinions on this one, but I'll let you start first.
I mean, first off, Eduardo, congratulations.
Yeah.
This one, for first place, man, and then just thinking of the past winners of other festivals for first place, for most of them they were strong, like decisive winners. Like I would totally agree. This one, no colors that stand out to me, or anything really happening. So I'm just surprised that this got selected for first place.
If we would judge this contest, these finalist images in terms of difficulty, how hard it is to get a photo, then this would be definitely in the top 3. And you have a chicken walking.
Yeah.
It is
motorcycle.
So lots of small little portraits of people. And the guy with the drums, the 2 boys interacting with each other. The rest is just looking into the camera, which is fine, I guess. Then we have this little girl in the bottom, which is another street photography favorite. Put a little child's face in the bottom of the frame. Makes it more complex, of course. Otherwise, it would be just a little bit of empty space. So the photographer made very good use of this space. And this corner here will never be photographed better than this. We can never make this a better photo, I think, in this scene. I think what Martin Parr probably appreciated was that you look around the frame, right? In a circle. Everything is going in a circle. But at the same time, it is again a photo that impresses other photographers, I feel like.
It's not a convincing win for me. When I see an image for first place, like it needs to be like, oh yeah, this is the one. This one deserved to win.
Yeah.
If I'm on the fence or even less than that, then I don't know. It's all subjective, but
I think my biggest problem is that it lacks any personality. It's a photo we have seen, and we have seen a lot of similar images amongst the finalists from different photographers. And isn't it kind of interesting that all these photos could be put together in a series and you would think it's the same photographer? To be honest, this doesn't really show me a unique voice, right? I've seen this image, not this image, but I've seen a similar image before.
Something similar.
Right. And it's hard to put in your personality in a photo, but I don't see it here. I see a concept and an idea, but I don't really see what the photographer really wanted to do here, other than make the most out of a street corner, which this photographer definitely succeeded in that. But Yeah, what do we learn from this, Tim?
I say overall, this festival, this entire pool is probably the weaker ones of the past few years that I've started really looking at festivals.
I agree. Overall, the level might be a little lower here than I expected. Tell us in the comments how you disagree with us. I think this is, one of the reasons why I also think this is a good idea to look at finalist images is because I don't want to spend all day looking at my Instagram feed, because I don't really see that much interesting stuff anymore. It's mostly very repetitive, and it's current work because everyone feels the need to post and post. So overall, you don't really see that much good work. So by looking at these finalist images, at least we get a snapshot of what's currently considered good street photography.
Curious to know what photos that you guys would have selected in the top 3, or do you agree that Martin Parr selected the correct first, second, and third place? Let us know in the comment section down below.
Do you want me to flash your submission in here for half a second?
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I'll send it to you.
Okay. And so here's Tim's submission, and here's my submission. And that's all we are going to do without saying and commenting. And you can rip us apart in the comment section.
Thanks, guys. Keep shooting.
Thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye-bye.